No disrespect.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times contestants clapped back at reality show hosts. Number 10. Insulting me is not gonna bring them back. Survivor. During this tribal council from the Heroes vs Villains season, Probst lays into the Villains tribe for voting out legendary player Boston Rob Mariano in the previous round instead of a physically weak player like the feisty Courtney Yates. But Courtney is not the one. Even when Probst counters with a classic "no disrespect," Courtney isn't having it.
Insulting me is not going to bring them back.
As Rob was one of her own allies, she lets Jeff know that neither she nor her alleged uselessness in the challenges is the reason he's gone.
I didn't vote him out of our tribe. The tribe voted him out.
It's rare that a castaway butts heads with Jeff Probst, but sometimes it's deserved. Number 9. Go drink your mimosa. Bachelor in Paradise. This Bachelor in Paradise contestant took things too far on the Season 3 premiere. After continued belligerent alcohol-fueled antics during the first week, former Bachelorette contestant Chad Johnson is expelled by host Chris Harrison.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Refusing to go quietly, Johnson unleashes a tirade on the host that accuses him of knowing nothing about what goes on during the show, as he does nothing but sit in a hotel room miles away and drink mimosas.
You went to sleep last night with a mimosa and a robe on. You didn't even watch the show.
It's a truly unhinged and uncomfortably funny moment. Number 8. Is there something on my face? RuPaul's Drag Race. This confrontation between the Emmy-winning host and eventual finalist Pearl is probably the tensest moment of the season. During Ru's standard pre-challenge walkthrough with the queens, Pearl takes issue with the judges' critiques about her low-key personality. When Ru doubles down on the comments and engages the queen in an uncomfortable staring contest, Pearl very casually lets her know she's not interested.
There's something on my face.
It takes a lot of nerve to talk that way to the host of the show. The moment still inspires conversation all these years later. Number 7. You told me to sing a Pink song. The X Factor. Things aren't going well for X Factor hopeful Zoe Alexander from the start. She starts her audition by telling the judges she isn't interested in being a Pink tribute act anymore, and then performs a Pink song. The confused judges predictably pass, but then she comes at them with a whopper of an accusation. Zoe says she was told to audition with a Pink song.
You told me to sing a Pink song.
Things devolve quickly, and her father soon joins the obscenity-spewing contestant on the stage. Zoe eventually storms off, pushing a cameraman out of her way to the shock of everyone in the auditorium. Number 6. New Jersey with celebrities. American Idol. Few left as much of an impression as Ian Bernardo when he is escorted out of the audition room by security. Right after the contestant demands to see Simon Cowell's work visa, Seacrest asks him, rather sarcastically, how the audition went. The New Yorker insists that he can buy his own ticket to Hollywood.
I should be buying my own ticket to Hollywood first class because I have the money to do that.
Number 5. What was his birth name? Survivor. The eccentric coach Wade ruffled more than a few feathers during his 3-season arc on Survivor. When Jeff Probst asks Wade's fellow South Pacific contestant Stacey Powell while she refuses to call him coach, she launches into a tirade against her former tribe mate. Not only does Stacey use it as an opportunity to humiliate Coach, but she also takes the opportunity to call out her entire tribe's dishonesty.
Every day got a story. I wasn't buying it.
In the franchise full of great moments, Powell's legitimate frustration and various malapropisms, we're still wondering what a Halloween joke is. Make this clapback an unforgettable moment.
Keep that hug. For me.
Number 4. You ain't nothing but a Hell's Kitchen. One of the many unspoken rules of Hell's Kitchen is that Chef Gordon Ramsay can say pretty much whatever he wants to his contestants. Ex-Marine Joseph Tinnelly clearly did not get the message. When Tinnelly is asked to name his team's nominees during the second elimination ceremony, he needlessly gets aggressive with Ramsay and his fellow contestants.
You ain't on but a bitch.
His lack of cooperation almost leads to an actual physical altercation, and security steps in. Still, his middle school taunts are more embarrassing than threatening.
You think I'm scared? Huh?
The saddest thing about it is Joseph wasn't even in the running to go home until his outburst. Number 3. Dinner with the Kushners. Project Runway. In the 4th episode of Project Runway's 18th season, the show tasks its designers with designing a look for model and show host Carly Kloss. The judges heavily critique contestant Tyler Nieslony's look, with Kloss saying she would never wear it. Nieslony counters,
Even to dinner with the Kushners?
alluding to Kloss's in-laws, known associates of the Trump administration. Kloss is notably shocked by the comment. Even when Nieslony tries to playfully bat away any implied insult, she is still tongue-tied. But that she manages to keep things professional is a testament to her level-headedness in the face of custom-made designer shade. Number 2. Walking Children in Nature, RuPaul's Drag Race. Tammy Brown is one of the most eccentric and utterly bizarre contestants ever to appear on RuPaul's Drag Race. And that's really saying something. The legendary queen placed 8th on the first season of the show, but it wasn't until the finale that she cemented her place in Drag Race history forever with the kookiest clapback on the list. Taking RuPaul and the judges to task for their harsh judging during the season, Tammy counters their superior attitudes with an immortal line about not seeing them walking children in nature.
And I don't see you out there walking children in nature.
Ru is notably heated and begins to swear, but Tammy keeps it cool and irreverent, telling her to excuse her mouth.
Don't blame me for that. That's your responsibility.
Use your mouth.
Number 1. The Same Wound, Flavor of Love. No list of reality TV clapbacks would be complete without Tiffany New York Pollard, having the distinction of being the same man's second choice not once, but twice. The Flavor of Love contestant's fury upon being passed over in the second season finale is a sight to behold.
Well, New York, I love you.
As it dawns on her that she's lost again, she decides she won't go quietly. Heartbroken, she asks host Flavor Flav why he brought her back, only to open up the same wound he gave her last season.
You brought me back to open up the same way.
Then she proceeds to tell him exactly where he can go and what he can do once he gets there. She even flashes her rear to emphasize the point. If that doesn't get the point across, nothing will.